14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Carolina Panthers.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
You look at this Carolina defense.
This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Here's Williams.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
What is up? On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
First down, and they go with Swift again. He's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day,
touchdown! DJ Moore, his second touchdown on the season.
And the Bears are on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Okay, looking to put a drive together.
Here we go, here we go. Ready.
They'll start on the ground with Brooks.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Carolina.
Jonathan Brooks, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Panthers strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they take the lead here at 7-6.
Bears 6.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. To throw, Williams. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have the Bears first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here earlier on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Excellent coverage on the play from Trayvon Merritt. You look at this Carolina defense.
This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now Charles is number 27 in the NFL.
With that lack of pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Goes with the out route and completes it to Swift.
They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a...
down. There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Very good. 22.
They'll go. Here's Williams.
That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
To the air, Williams.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
2nd and 10.
What is it? Punch, punch! Vegas! Pass, yes! Pass, yes!
Throwing again here, Williams. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Now he's going to step up and run.
The 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm. But he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that 1st down pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
2nd and 9.
What is up? Vegas!
They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
Throwing is Williams. Pass caught right side by Loveland.
2 yards on the pickup there. 3rd and 7 now.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Santos on for the field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, for me, that's a good drive.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Trevor Etienne on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my face compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag. I'm just telling you that I'm leaving with a bag.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out when they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Let's go. Panther 60. Panther 60.
They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third and 3.
Maverick, 60 Maverick, 70 Timberwolf. Check out.
Back to throw here.
He'll try to pick it up himself. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in the colleges delivered to the NFL.
Here we go. 60 Eagles. 6. Ready.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
19 tight. 19 tight. Dragon 60. Hey. Ready,
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
He'll get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU.
23 yards the pickup there.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Got 19 Lions. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Let's go.
Back to throw again. And this one is incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Red. Cougar 19.
They'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Norton. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Here we go. Buffalo Bronco 80. Warrior 70.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Okay, break.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Lightning 18. Steady.
He'll look to throw. toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. So it's first and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Ready? 70 tip. Go, Rig. Go.
Brooks is in. Touchdown, Carolina. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5.
14. Bears 9.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
To throw, it's Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Looking to throw is Williams. That's complete. Roma Dunze. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards.
For the Bears. First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
What is going on? What? Vegas, Vegas! Yes, 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 yes! Yes, yes, yes! Cover, cover!
From the gun, here's Williams. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
What is up? Hot stars! Hot stars! Vegas, Vegas! Yes, 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 yes!
Working out of the gun, Williams.
And it's caught.
And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
In motion right is the tight end. A final shot before break. Williams to the end zone, but it's incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. He'll look to throw. They're going right back to Westbrook. And run down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
Let's go now. 65 catch.
Back to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 at the 38.
At the 38-yard line.
Panther 60. Cowboy 80.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now it's second and 10.
Ready? Buffalo 18. Let go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Ready.
They'll set up to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Kyle Gordon picks it off. And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise
promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Vegas! Yeah. Tempo.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Looking deep downfield. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Yes. Punch, Vegas!
Here's Williams. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 23. So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and it looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Let's go. Mustang 19, Tiger 19.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That is caught. McMillan with it. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 35.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A 22-yard touchdown ground. And the Panthers are able to stretch out their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
70, 70.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is caught. And they weren't able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 33 yards that time. Looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football's really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll run with Brooks.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
This has not been a fun game for this defense. They've definitely had their share of struggles, but they needed to make a play right there, and they finally get it done on 3rd and goal.
Oh, that's offline. He hooked it. It's no good. And this will remain an 11-point spread. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Touchdown, Chicago!
Rome Odunze.
An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Bears are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And this one is caught. So they come up with a 2-point conversion, and that makes this a 1-point game now. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Ready.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
18 Cardinal. Ready.
They're going to look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down.
Get it. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Cup 19.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A big play there. 42 yards. And the Panthers are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
27, Bears 17.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Vegas!
To the air, Williams. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45.
And the Bears first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing is Williams. Pass caught by Burden. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
First down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Chicago.
To throw, Williams. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Vegas! Yes! Cover!
To throw once more, here's Williams. He's got this complete to Burden. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Back to throw again.
Pass caught right side by Loveland.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 of the 12.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
They'll look to throw again.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. On the ground, it's Brooks to start the drive. Now he's into the clear again. To the 20. Touchdown, Carolina! Jonathan Brooks.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year.
And the Panthers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
From the gun on 3rd down, Santos. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. The Bears try fourth down, unable to convert. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Maverick, 60 Maverick, ready? Cook Dragon, 60.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Norton. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long.
Warrior 70.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. And that will extend their lead even further. So a favorable bounce that time, to say the least, and he's able to convert the field goal there from a long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't need to hike the net up for this one. That thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to boink it off the crossbar and make it drop through.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
This 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Santos. That's complete right side to Connect. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, he'll drop the throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's...
Oh, wide open, complete.
Down to the 10. And this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Bears 17.
Yeah, really with you. I should probably sign a hit, boy, because I got all the hits, boy. All that drink, you got to chill. I be on my little mouse drip. All that rap to pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point, and the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Santos. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Ready? 6.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. McKinnon here is complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Panther 11, Panther 11. Say, hey! Ready, ready?
Out of the gun now on third down. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
On the ready.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Cowboy 80. Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge. And someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end that feels a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Santos. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Panthers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Carolina, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for Chicago, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.